Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with the Panning Punk Project Pan update. This was started by Allie. I will be linking her down below, along with the list of everybody doing this. It's a PANtastic Ladies collab project. I will also be linking the Facebook group. So, I do have one empty, and I'm very proud of this. I finished this. Well, no, I didn't finish it, but for the prompt, not simple plan, I'm looking at the wrong one. For the prompt of Panic at the Disco High Hopes, a project that you had high hopes for, which I more went for a goal in this. I chose my Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette and I wanted to create 10 looks with it. And I did that, I finished that today. So this is what it looks like after 10 looks, primarily using the palette, because a couple of my looks, including today's, do feature shadows from other places, because I just kind of got bored with this palette trying to just pull from it. So if you would like to see, I have my little sheet right here of every shade that I used. For Lucid, I used it 6 times. For Eden, I used it 3. For Unity, I used it 7 times, but it's a matte cream color. I'm honestly surprised I didn't use it for all 10. For Sphinx, I used it twice. Osiris, I used it 3 times. Sphere, including today, I used it 5 times. Obsidian, I used it 5 times. Dimension, I used it twice. Parallel, I used it 4 times. Pyramid, I used it 5 times, including today. Throne, I used it twice. Saturn, I used 5 times. And Eden and Saturn are what is in my crease today. Eternal, I used twice, and Lure, I used twice. So I will insert my other look this month right here. I used Eternal all over the lid, Eden and Saturn in the crease, and Sphinx in the outer V. And I'm trying to remember what I had on my lower lash line, but I just do not remember. It might not have even been out of this. And today in particular, which is what I'm wearing, but I will insert a close-up picture here. I am wearing Pyramid all over the lid, Eden and Saturn in the crease. What is on my outer V is actually from my Pan That palette. It's the maroon shade Gauntlet. And my inner corner and lower lash line are Sphere. So, yay! Took me forever, but I got 10 looks primarily using this. Because at first I just wanted to only pull from this palette for looks, but there's only so many damn things I can do with a palette that honestly only will be polite and say 3 crease shades. Because Parallel is definitely too dark. Yes, I can mix it with Unity, but I don't want to. Eden is almost too light for a crease shade. I usually end up mixing it with Saturn. So this is done, and I'm very happy about that. Now, as for all my other products, first for the Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go, which was a product that I debated on decluttering. I have the Pure Heals Pore Clear Black Charcoal Peel-Off Mask. I used it twice in the last month, which is good for me. And here are my marks. I started marking it with nail polish because I lost my silver Sharpie. But while it looks like it has a lot in there, I am struggling to get product out of this. I think this probably only has about 3 to 4 usable masks left because I have to like twist it and bend it. And I'm certainly not going to cut this open because that would just be super duper messy. So, if I actually knuckle down, I could probably finish this in the next month. We'll see. We'll see. But it's in theory possible. Next, for the Ramones Rock and Roll High School, something you would have worn in high school, I chose a red lip, which I am wearing it today. I chose, even though this wasn't out at the time, I definitely would have worn this if it was there. It is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Bossy. I will put my paper progress somewhere up there. And this is also something that I can foresee being done in 1 to 2 months, because look at that sucker. Look how tiny it is. It's a baby. It's so little. It still sharpens really well. Like the base hasn't come undone, which is usually what stops me from being able to sharpen things properly. Fingers crossed. I foresee this in about another 2 months being done. Next, for Blink-182, What's My Age Again? I think it's an older product in your collection. I have this. This will take me all year. It is the Pretties for Your Face Poison Apple Body Spray. Here are my marks, including the most recent one. So steady, small progress for this one. Like I said, this is going to take me the rest of the year. It is what it is. Alright, so next is Good Charlotte I Don't Want to Be in Love, something you can use in multiple ways. I chose the LA Girl Pro Concealer in white because I can mix it with both foundation and concealer, which is what I'm using it for now. Its weight, I did use it in the past month. I found a way to use it with my current concealer, but I use a tiny amount, so it didn't change much. It went from 12.2 to 12.1 grams. I suspect when I start using this possibly with a foundation, it's going to go very quickly, but the foundation I'm wearing right now actually matches me pretty well. Speaking of concealers, I also have Bowling for Soup's 1985. I don't remember what this prompt is. I will have to insert it here, but I do believe I list them all down below. Anyways, I chose the Cokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I've been really enjoying this. Like, it only needs, like, the reason why this is going so slow right now is because it only needs, like, the littlest bit of lightening, because it actually matches for my under eye. It works pretty well on its own. Its weight went from 17.3 to 16.7 grams. So I suspect this will actually be done in like 2 months. So 2 months should be a really good update, honestly. But yeah, because I have to kind of wiggle it around to get all the product that I want. So now I just don't think a lot comes in this. Like, it only has 6 milliliters. That's not a ton of product. It's about average for drugstore, but I also have like the, well, I finished it this year, but there's also like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, which comes with like 10 grams of product. So, yeah. Now, what I am pulling in for this time, now one of the rules is that you can actually create your own prompts for this. So this time, I created my own. Because I had something I really wanted to put in here, and none of the prompts fit for it, so I just decided to go looking through my playlist and create my own. So I chose the band Talking Heads and the song Psycho Killer. Now, I know they might be called a little bit more art punk than true punk, but you know, whatever. It's something I want to kill in my collection, like something I want to use up. So a little bit of an easy prompt, but I decided to go with it. It is the Loon and Aster Dusk Till Dawn Gel Eyeliner in black. I have no idea where this came from. Now, if you watched my Makeup I Want to Use Up This Year update, this is in there. So my current eyeliner is almost done, like my top eyeliner. So I figured let's roll in a black eyeliner. And honestly, black eyeliner just fits for a punk themed project pan, does it not? Now this is a mini. I've never heard of this brand before, and I was looking it up for price. They are apparently cruelty-free and primarily vegan, so that's cool. This must have came as like an extra to a swap or something. I don't know. Because it's not something I got in a box, because it's not on my Subscription Addictions swap site at all. And I know they're closing in like less than a week, and that makes me so sad. But this is what we got. And while I'm not going to be working on it just yet, I will be working on it soon. And once I do, I'm fairly certain it'll only take me like 2 to 3 months to use up. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you later. Bye!